Hey everybody, it is Friday, weekend approaches, and yes, it is time for some no wrong answers. And it's another special double dose edition of No Wrong Answers. You may say there's no football game this weekend, and I would tell you you're correct. But the bye week is a fierce and mighty foe. Basketball, Drexel tomorrow in Philly at the Sixers in Flyers Arena. That game's at 3:30. We'll get to that in a second. Football, though, versus the bye week. A long history with this nasty foe. Second time they played this season. Cleared them with ease the first time. Things have become trickier since. The Orange, 7 to the hook is a favorite. 7.5 point favorite over the bye week this week. What's going to happen in the bye week for Syracuse? No wrong answers. We've checked with the NCAA. It turns out playing against the bye week does not affect your potential red shirt. So Luke Carney will get the start this week for the Orange. In preparation, no wrong answers for his first and only start of the season, which will not be next week against Notre Dame, but no wrong answers will be against Boston College in the season finale. Why? Gosh darn it, it's the only thing that makes sense anymore in a season that ceased to make sense when the calendar turned to October. What else are we going to get from football this week? It's all about one guy, right? It's young guys. Fran Brown last week made all the freshmen captains, sent them out there. We'll have a freshman start the finale against Boston College. We need to see what Luke's all about. Whether they're scrimmaging this week, facing the mighty bye week buys, or whatever they're up to, Luke Carney needs to be explored. And we're at the point of the season now, 3-7, where the results almost don't matter. If he's bad, so be it. If he's good, so be it. Let's see. We'll have to wait officially till the end of the season. Syracuse best be exploring it to the full extent they can here in the final bye week of the year. Carney versus the bye week, I think he's going to run for about 65, throw for 200, and look pretty good against the Fightin' Pies as Syracuse will cover that spread. Syracuse 26-17 over the bye week this week. Yeah, the Orange defense, yes, still will surrender 17 to the Pies. As far as the basketball game Saturday down in Philadelphia, Syracuse and Drexel. When the schedule came out, obviously there's the big cluster of games coming up. Players Era Invitational, Kansas, Houston, 8 million other teams they might play in the third game. Tennessee's coming to the Dome the week after that. Those are the toughest games. When you start looking at other games out there, Drexel stood out as a semi-name brand opponent. People know Drexel in ways they don't know future opponents like Mercyhurst or Monmouth. Drexel's 1-2. Drexel's losses are to St. Joe's, who the Orange will play in December, and to Colgate, who, while not on the schedule this year, has obviously been an oft-Orange nemesis here in recent years. And Drexel lost both of those games. So no wrong answers. Drexel has played common opponents to what Syracuse has or will face and lost. Syracuse has dominated to the tune of 78 combined points winning margin in the first two games. Lesser competition here to start the season. I think we're going to get more of the same on Saturday. Will J.J. Starling be back? The 8-ball's kind of cloudy. I think he will play, but you got to work him back in. You'd love to see him back on the court to begin getting ready. You need a guy like that, Houston, Kansas, all those teams. That brings us to Cayenne Anthony. I was on the Players Era website earlier today. They got pictures, Bill Self, Kelvin Sampson, some of the star players in the tournament. Not every team is representative. You know whose head's up there? Cayenne Anthony. People know him. Dude's a star. He may not be the best freshman. He may not be the best player. People want to watch Cayenne play basketball. 15 points, 19 points so far. Let's 15 more for Cayenne against the Dragons on Saturday. Donnie Freeman is the Orange's best player right now. Donnie Freeman is the Orange's leading scorer. Donnie Freeman seems to score 20 points every game. No wrong answers. Donnie Freeman will score, you guessed it, 20 points against the Drexel Dragons in this ball game. What will we see from elsewhere on the team? Dunks. Just dunks. William Kyle. I don't know. 5 dunks. Yeah, light work for Kyle in this game. I think we get a little more Sadiq White going. How about 3 dunks for Sadiq White? This team is high octane. This team is fun. F-U-N. Fun to watch this year. No wrong answers for the Orange. Nate George plays another solid floor game. Assist numbers weren't as high. Last game against Delaware State weren't needed, but he's been very rock solid so far. I think he'll have 7 helpers in the game against the Dragons. Add it all together. Put it in the computer. Type it all up. No wrong answers. Final score. Syracuse rolls, remains undefeated. It's their closest game of the year and still a blowout. Final, the Orange 85 and the Dragons 62, as Syracuse finally, for the first time in a long time, does not have problems in these early games on the schedule. No wrong answers as well. Our coverage tomorrow will begin right here. Brian Higgins 315 on YouTube. You're here already. If you haven't subscribed, the button's right there. Give it a clickety-click before you go elsewhere. Turn on your notifications. Scheduled tip time. It's a double header tomorrow, so scheduled tip time 3:30, which means we'll be with you 5:30-ish for the post-game show. Your video calls, your video chat, all that great stuff will hang out after the game tomorrow, Syracuse and Drexel, right here on YouTube. All right, everybody, have a good night. We'll see you then.